welcome to the Daily Reflection. This will be the Places of Opposites reading. I am sitting in the loft, what I call the loft. This is the building space that I do healings and readings in person in. So I wanted to share that with you, and we will go ahead and do the reading here in just a moment. So a little more of a tour here. There's it's kind of the room. There's the healing bed table we use. It's just a nice little cozy area. And then I do readings at the table. Usually the table is set a little bit different. And anyway, that's kind of the tour of the loft. So again, we'll just get right to the reading here in just a few minutes. All right. Thank you for joining me on the Daily Reflection. This is the Places of Opposites reading, and I am in the loft. I'm very excited to have this space. It has just got the most amazing feel to it, and a lot of healing happens here. So, I'm not going to do a meditation moment today, just because it looks like we need to spend a little more time on the card reading, plus I want to put the tour in there. But if you're wanting something to look at for yourself in meditation, just look at the concept of certainty and how much you have certainty about what you're doing, what your purpose is, how you're expressing it, whether it's through just small moments in your life or your career or your relationships. All of those can be involved in it. So. Today we're going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, created by Holland, the green deck. We just pray that this message comes clearly and to find time to whoever needs it in the time that they need it. The top, the bottom, the left, the right, and the center. All right, the top card, things we're focused on, things we're aware of, or when we say them is obvious to us, like, oh yes, I understand that. We have joy and stability. This is the 4 in the spirit suit, and it's looking at the foundation of what brings you senses of security, stability, foundation that also vibrate in joy and happiness, because one without the other does not truly give you security. If you feel secure but you're unhappy in every aspect that brings it to you, meaning you work a good job but you're unhappy there, or you have elements that bring you joy but they don't provide for you, then it always leaves us feeling vulnerable and in a state of want. So this is asking us to focus on the areas where we can have both, where we can find the foundation within our spirit to create things that are stable and bring us joy. And that could be the question that you've been asking yourself, like, how do I do that? Opposite of that, behind the scenes, we have reach out. This is a card that's very important in you understanding that you're not alone. You're not doing all this in a vacuum. You're not alone in the dark, but you do have to make the effort, make the step out to connect. You have to take those steps to recognize where the connections lie and to open yourself up to the vulnerability of having connection. And then that helps support you in finding the sense of stability. But releasing that feeling of being alone, releasing that feeling of having to struggle on your own, and reaching out to find the others that help you create stability and joy. Finding your tribe, creating that sense of place, that sense of belonging and that connection with other people. To the left, we have our analytical wisdom. We have shine. This card coming from the left is super powerful. It means that you understand mentally your ability to shine forth from your soul, what it is to be who you are. And you understand it logically, you understand that it works for you, and you know what it looks like both in feeling and in presence. And that you have the ability, when you are in that moment, everything is perfect, everything works. And being that you've been there before, you recognize it, you can recreate it, you can have it again. To the right, our emotional wisdom. We have the 9 of the physical suit, well-deserved reward. Now, from an emotional standpoint, from our emotional wisdom standpoint, you understand that you feel like you are being in that moment of recognition, in that moment of validation, in that moment of getting what you need and being able to receive it. It's also, I'm seeing where this is something you desire all the time. This really does lead to that sense of stability and joy when others recognize it and you get the reward, not just from your internal self and not just from spirit, but from the physical manifestation of that reward. So that is where you are grounding your intent into, is being able to have and receive that reward. And in the center, we have the 6th chakra, the clairvoyance, the ability to see the truth of a situation, the ability to visualize and set intent with your mind's eye, the ability to see clairvoyantly the energies of a space, to see the truth of things, and to be able to visualize them. And I'm seeing in the center, this being in the center card, this ability to create joy and stability and a foundation and to shine forth from your spirit and to receive the physical rewards and the ability to be vulnerable and reach out and create your tribe. It all starts here. It all starts in the center of your head. It all starts in your mind's eye with visualizing, setting the intent, grounding it, and not just seeing what's possible, but seeing you live it, seeing you have it, seeing yourself in that picture. That's the key this week, and I hope that that message blesses you. There's a little bit more guidance coming through, so I'm just giving it a moment. Take steps to trust your own inner knowing and allow your analytical wisdom and your intuition to validate that for you. But take the steps to trust your own inner knowing, your spiritual truth, the information you receive in your clairvoyance, the information you receive in your clairaudience, the knowingness that you have. Don't dismiss it. Take time to notice it, validate it, and be aware of it for yourself. You don't need anybody else to prove it to you. You can do it. All right. Take care, be blessed. We'll see you tomorrow for another daily reflection. Hope you enjoyed the loft. Come see me here.